leveraging collectibles and loyalty programs.
With us on this panel today, we have, and I'll start from the far side, we have Christos. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. It's nice to be here in this wonderful audience. I'm the director of market strategy for Playson, and I'm really happy to be here today and join this wonderful panel discussion.
Fantastic. And Giovanni?
Hello, everyone. I'm Giovanni Falzone, the CEO of the Power plugin. We are a marketing tool to fidelize clients through sport collectible and physical prizes.
Also, the amazing Nadiya.
Hi, lovely people. Nice to see so many places. I'm Chief Commercial Officer for the new platform Elantil.
And last but not least, מה קורה? Yoel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Yoel Zuckerberg. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Soft2Bet.
And my name is Shahar Attias. I'm the CEO of Hybrid Interaction. We do stuff. Today we are going to discuss about loyalty programs and the connection with collectibles, which is something that Giovanni specifically is specializing in. We're going to go quickly through the questions that I've prepared. At any given point, if you have a question, think hard about it and maybe I'll hear it. Guys, let's start. So, one of the main things that troubles me as a CRM consultant is the different perspective that many people have, the differences between long-term loyalty and quick gratification, what people mistakenly term as gamification or as rewards. Okay, these two things are perhaps two sides of the same activity that we wish to, of course, benefit and nurture, but they are not exactly the same. What do you feel about this topic? How do these differences impact player retention? Let's start with Yoel from your experience at Soft2Bet.
So at Soft2Bet, we strive actually to work on the retention and the gamification, and I think that we are going into an innovative direction. So we actually created our mega platform, which brings together the social game within the gambling, I would say, space. And it works very well. The results speaks about themselves. We have 60% increase on net gaming revenue, 4 times screen time on the players that are, when they are coming back. Retention also increased by 45% since we introduced those mechanics. So I would say it's not the future, it's the present, and I think that the whole industry needs to go into this direction and innovate.
Okay, very, very informative. So when you compare the uplift, is that against another gamification measure that you took previously? Or is that against no automated CRM at all?
So we did a lot of A/B testing. So actually, the customers that are engaging with the gamification, we see a very high increase. So it's on the same, I would say, brand, right? So customers that are not engaging have lower value than the customers that are engaging. And our goal is to engage more and more customers to have, obviously, a higher value. And we want to share that with other operators. We are selling this magnificent product to the industry.
Okay, thank you very much. Nadiya?
I can comment on both sides. So having a vast experience in the game supplier side, it definitely increases the values a lot. Like, 50, 70%. If your games can participate in the loyalty programs, it's a massive difference. Coming on the platform side, there is a lot of demand to do a lot of things, but it also goes down to platform restrictions. That's why, for example, when we discussed it pre-panel, you'll mention how they managed to overcome things on their platform side. And I think this is something which this industry is lacking right now. Freedom and ability to do things ad hoc, on the spot, like instant gratification, reward, and also build long-term sustainability loyalty programs.
Giovanni, thank you. Nadiya?
Yeah, I think that there are differences between, of course, long-term loyalty programs and short gamified rewards. But I think that the good mix, the perfect mix is to use the same strategy during your in the strategy of your operation, because you can use long term to keep interested the players over time with prices like collectible, for example, or with physical prices that increase the value that you bring to your client.
Thank you. Christos, last?
So long-term and short-term, right?
Yeah.
I think these two define sometimes different audiences in regards to provider side. And I believe we as a providers first, we do speak with operators, identify if they have their tools to utilize them so we get the player retention from their analytics. But when it comes to ours, and we're using Playson features, for example, for short-term, for long-term, let me start first. We have our like normal tournaments, a save tournament, which we can cover the VIP players. But in cards, the short-term and player retention of it, we have these called short races, which is a part of some form of mini tournaments, which also non-VIPs can win something. Because the duration of it is so short, like 2-3 hours, that they give the ability, and also they build this further engagement with the feature and the game.
I can't agree more. There's no one solution that can fit all players. Players are different, you know. Some of them are even people. Speaking of things that maybe do not fit everybody, let's talk a bit about collectibles and the mix between value and fun, okay? And also, how could these be scaled? So, Giovanni, maybe clearly you'll take this one first.
Before to speak about the connection between collectible and loyalty programs, I want to focus the chat on the connection with the physical prices and loyalty program, okay? Because when you reward your client with a physical object, you create like a tangible connection with them. And it's like a materialization of this relation with between the client and the operator. When, in our case, for example, a fidelized client throw 10 sport collectible, I think that is the next level of loyalty program, because it's not only a tangible connection, but it's an emotional connection also, because collectibles are unique, are exclusive objects. There are not too many channels where you can buy this object. Most of the time are objects that increase in value over time, and also are related with the epic moment of the history of sport, you know?
It has to be emotional, because a shirt is a shirt, yes? But if Ronaldo wore it, it's now more than a shirt, yes? And if Ronaldo took it off, it's even more valuable. So, exactly.
Imagine, for example, to win a jersey worn by Cristiano Ronaldo in the final Champions League of 2040, for example. You framed it, you put in your office or in your living room. You will always think on the brand that gave you this jersey, for example. And also, for example, when you receive friends or clients in your office, for example, and you show this jersey, you will always speak about the company that gave you the jersey. So it's like free advertising for the company also.
Correct. Christos, you have something to say about this?
Well, about this subject, I think this feature we recently introduced, Wheel of Fortune, is something that also me and Giovanni could have an interesting discussion afterwards, Giovanni. I'll come to your booth. But we have this called Wheel of Fortune. It's part of these virtual coins that while you're spinning the wheel, you collect virtual coins. And then once you have enough balance, you can click on the icon, you can go to the mini game, and you can spin the reel, not the wheel, in our situation, and you can win cash prizes. Well, what a great idea would be to give some physical prizes as well, like a Maradona t-shirt or different kind of physical gifts. And I think especially for non-VIPs would be something to keep coming back and build that extra loyalty, for sure.
Okay. And Nadiya? Guys, don't fight.
Okay.
Because you will win.
What we noticed on the platform side, it was actually very interesting discovery, is that every operator would like to be unique. And they have different ways for their players, and they're basically restricted with their technical abilities. So what we offer our customers is the freedom to build their loyalty program if they want to be collectibles. So one of our first customers actually built quite interesting loyalty program when they do collectibles and they're jumping to the next level, and it's flying. Another customer, for example, they wanted to see the progress of their friends, which they referred. And it's really cool, so they can see in real time like how much left for their friends to finish the reward and when they get their prize. So it's also something very interesting, and that's what I think industry should go after. We should allow operators to be unique, to be independent, because who knows their players better than the operator? Everybody is different. If you have a casino, it's one player profile. If you have a sports book, it's a completely different motivation, like guys mentioned. It's jerseys and different price. And this is the ability we should offer, and where this industry is trending.
Thank you. Yoel, how do you guys keep the balance between fun and value?
So what we're trying to create, it's actually something that is a little bit more social between the players and connecting with the collectibles. So players are striving to have some collectibles. We see that on our brands. We have the collectibles that they can get rewards. But when you connect that mechanism with the social activity that the players compete between themselves to collect, then it creates something quite, I would say, magic between the players, right? We see that they are racing, competing between each other and trying to collect those things on social network as well. They are bringing, and it creates some kind of marketing aspect, and it brings more and more players and more value. So
It's amazing the emotional connection between a player and something that was earned. A quick story, my dad, who passed away a few months ago, when I worked at Poker Stars, he started to play for the fun, he had a fun account. And then I went to my VIP manager and I told him, this account, give him $500,000. It's free money, right? It's worth nothing. He was furious because he didn't earn it. And so we had to go to developers to remove it from the account, because if it's not something that you generate by yourself, it doesn't have the same connection. So
exactly.
yeah. Good. Let's take a quick pause and try to take a broader look outside. If you can share from what you see, based on your experience, any innovative approaches when it comes to loyalty or collectible-based programs that you saw from outside of your organization, something that you saw elsewhere in the industry, and you can share with the audience.
Me? Start?
The only one who didn't raise hand is Nadiya. Nadiya, please start.
Sure. As I mentioned, like something I came across really recently, it was a Refer and Earn program, which is also a loyalty program, and it's very cost effective because you basically save on affiliate cost. But the start was actually very different to this industry. You share a QR code. And then also collectibles and evaluation comes into a very different setup. So once your platform supports something like EFTT engine, if that, then this and that, it brings players instant gratification, and you move along the way with your collectibles and your loyalties. So in our case, basically, player just built a simple stepping program that you go to from bronze to silver to gold. And we can tell that the churn rates, in this case, it was significantly decreased. And again, if you compare churn rate for normal B2C with their findings, it was a really, really good example. Another thing which also helped, we notice a lot, that usually if you look at old like style casino, normally you receive emails about your rewards. So if it's an instant reward, it's normally free spins or something, but a lot of information are coming through inbox messages and not a real-time pop-up Windows awards. So we also notice that if you achieve something, if you hit the trigger and you get instant message, you got this and you get it, changes the gameplay. So that's comment from our side.
Interesting, thank you. Giovanni?
And speaking about other company that is doing very well this type of product, there is, for example, Gift and Go in United States, UK, and Canada. that is working with connected with Amazon Business. So take advantage of the logistic of Amazon Business. They developed a tool around this, the potential of the logistic of Amazon logistics, and they are focusing on land-based, especially in instant gifting. Okay, so you imagine to be in Las Vegas playing slot machine, and instead of a bonus, you suddenly can win, for example, an air fryer or iPods. So it's a different way to do marketing, you know, and you have to be a little bit creative also. Also because it's important to mention that some regulation are limiting all the term of bonus, free spin, free bet. So you have to find alternative. For example, in Brazil, with the new regulation, bonuses will be banned.
Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden also. And the regulation actually is more flexible in loyalty program, but in some regulation they don't allow to operator to put like products that boost the player to bet more or to spin more. So physical prices are essential, or experience, for example.
Okay. Christos?
I give a bit of a different taste in this question. I will touch base from the provider side for something we did, I think we were one of the first, we did a loyalty program for B2B. So, you know, all account managers go to their operators, they keep knocking on the door, put that game on top, do the promotion. So we said, what the hell? Let's do it through this loyalty program, so you get points out of it. We split European market into different regions. We gave them the chance to use a nickname, so no one can recognize each other. And according to the ranking, the points they collect each month, they get discounts, DGR deductions, exclusive game releases. And in the end of the quarter, they would go on a conference trip, the top winners, the top 2 winners per group. And we took that loyalty that we always give to the players and we gave it to our B2B partners so it can be a bit more fun and entertained through our partnership, because what we say in Playson, we like to give more and we'd like you to get more. So we took that approach and I think it worked quite well and it was a successful initiative.
I like the sound of that. Yoel?
So we are right now developing a new system that is connected, I would say, with leagues. I don't know if you're familiar with the gaming industry, not the gambling, but we have a lot of social apps with leagues that you need to jump from links to leagues. So this is something right now that we are developing. We are working on that. I think that this is the next step of loyalty system from this industry. Our industry, all the loyalty system are more or less the same today, nowadays.
Very boring.
If not all the same. You know, you
Hey,
bet,
that's my business.
you bet level 1, level 2, level 3, level 5.
There's level
Cashback.
5?
Sometime if you are very strong,
Okay.
not like me. But I think that we need to go in a different direction with our players. Not only our players, but this industry. Players are striving when they enter in a shop to buy something, you want to be known. You want that the customers that will come to you will know exactly what to offer you. So this is exactly what we are trying to do, to offer to different markets what they want to see and what they want to get, to be able to compete with the rest of this industry. Because let's face it, you know, I work in the industry for over 15 years. This industry didn't move, I would say, into the uplift as on the tech industry, on other tech services. And we need to go into some other direction, in my opinion. Everyone here would agree with me that our industry is not moving fast, right? From a technology innovation perspective. And we are here to change it, all of us. And by competing with each other, I think that this is pushing our industry into new heights, right? All of us here in this room, in this industry, we're there to go into this direction and push the boundaries even further for our players. That's the goal of us.
Fully agree.
And here I was thinking that we'll have a panel without the word innovation. Guys, one question from the audience. Anyone? So I'll just have to thank you deeply. That's it.